Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be testing the RX 9070 XT PowerColor HellHound edition of the card. I'm also going to be testing the RX 9070 Sapphire Pulse model of the card. And I'm also going to be testing the RX 9060 XT 60GB model of the card. It's going to be the HellHound model of the card as well. I'm going to be using the 9000X 3D and I'm going to be using 32GB of DDR5. And it's going to be a test in 15 games with FSR quality and of course FSR 4 enabled when it is available in the game. Also, guys, please drop a like, drop a comment, because these videos take hours and hours to make, and my last video flopped completely. I have genuinely no idea what happened to it, but you guys could please drop a like, drop a comment. It would genuinely help a lot. And let's get started with the video. Right, guys, so we're going to be starting out with The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, running at 4040p, very high settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled. All cards are above 60 FPS, which is really nice to see, especially in a game like this where you do shoot a lot of zombies and stuff like that, so it is great to see. 9070 XT and the 9070 are well above 120, so it's honestly fantastic performance. And the 9060 XT is doing really good as well, because considering these are max settings in the game as well, guys. So, you know, 85, 90 FPS is fantastic in this game. So I do have to say this is amazing. You can always enable some frame duration on the 9060 XT. With that type of FPS that we're seeing, you're going to get even smoother gameplay and you won't even feel that delay in the mouse when you're moving it because you're already getting so much FPS. But it's not really necessary. I mean, 70, 80 FPS is great. We are dropping to like 70s here in this area, which is a bit more intense, but still, I mean, it's more than enough anyway. So right, guys, so we have FORZA Ryzen 5 running at 4040p, max settings, so extreme settings, FSR quality and RT on extreme as well. And we're seeing around 200 FPS on the 9070 XT and 150, 170 on the 9070. Seeing around 100, 120 on the 9060 XT, which is honestly a fantastic performance again, guys. Literally, in 4040p, all these cards are literally so amazing. It's insane. Especially the 9070 XT and the 9070 are. The 9060 XT is slightly slower, but guys, still, you know, 150 and 120 FPS is still really good. So really impressive performance there. We are seeing stutter on the 9060 XT, guys, but to be fair, all these cards will stutter, you know, after a little bit of time. So we just got lucky on the 9070 XT and the 9070 that I didn't stutter in the time of the test, but trust me, they all do stutter quite a lot. I've tested so many cards in this game now, so. Right, guys, so in The Last of Us Part 1, running at 4040p ultra settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled, and we're seeing that the 9070 XT and the 9070 are getting around 110 to 130 FPS, which is absolutely fantastic, and the 9060 XT is getting around 75 to 80 FPS, which is still really good. I remember playing this game on the 3070 like 2 years ago, and I was really struggling, especially because of the VRAM. This game does use quite a lot of VRAM, so yeah, I was struggling because of that, but you know, considering like that card was way more expensive than the 9060 XT, and you know, you're able to play this game now in 4040p, even 4K, you know, of course enabling the features, but still the fact that you can even run the game with this card in these settings is actually quite impressive. So yeah, very great performance from all the cards, and the 1% lows are looking fantastic as well. I do have to mention the RAM usage as well. I usually do as well, because this game and like Stalker 2 and all that, they all use a lot of system RAM for some reason, but yeah, 27 to 26 gigabytes of RAM use, so yeah, that's quite a lot, especially with the RAM prices now. You're gonna need that 32, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Right, guys, so we have CYBERPUNK 2077 run at 4040p, ultra settings, FSR quality, RT on and FSR 4 enabled, and we're seeing that the 9070 XT is basically the only card in 60 FPS, and the 9070 is around 40 FPS of the 9060 XT. They are really demanding settings, guys. RT is really demanded in this game, especially in the Dogtown area, which is the most intense area in the game. Outside of Dogtown, you probably are going to get over 60 FPS on the 9070, definitely on the 9070 XT, but on the 9060 you're probably still going to be getting around 45, maybe 50 FPS max. But yeah, it's just really demanding settings, guys. I wouldn't recommend playing with RT, and I would actually recommend putting some frame duration on just to get a little bit more smoother gameplay as well. But And next up we have Mafia the Old Country, running at 43p, high settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled. And we're seeing 110 FPS on the 9070 XT and around 100 on the 9070. 9060 XT is getting around 70, 75 FPS. Honestly, not too bad, guys, considering how hard this game is to run. It's a UE5 title, really demanding game. I would recommend frame duration in this title as well because it's just so hard to run, and it definitely will smoothen out the gameplay a lot with the frame gen. The 1% lows are not looking bad so far, but I will tell you guys that there will be a lot of stuttering in this game. I have finished it fully, so I know there will be a lot of stuttering. I did play on the 5090 and I did use MFG on it as well, just to get the best experience on the game. But yeah, you do need that frame duration, I would say, in this title, guys. Literally, it's just one of these games that is just not really well optimized. It's really hard to run, so yeah, I do still recommend picking it up, guys, if you do have one of these GPUs, because you can always use the features and still enjoy the game. It is a really good game, though. I do have to say, I fully finished it and I really did enjoy it. I do have to say, I fully finished it and I really did enjoy it. And next up we have Dying Light the Beast, running at 43p, high settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled, getting around 120 FPS on the 9070 XT, around 100 on the 9070, and around 60 with the 9060 XT. I would recommend frame duration in this title, guys. I have played it with frame gen as well. I know I keep talking, banging on about this frame gen, but I do actually really like it. It does make the gameplay so much better. Of course, it's not real performance, but it does smoothen out the game a lot and it makes it feel a lot better. So you are going to get a really good experience on these cards, and 1% lows are looking great as well. Honestly, really good game. It's literally my favorite game, the best game of the year in my opinion. But of course, there's so many games out there that I know people have different opinions, but in my opinion, this was my favorite game. Literally, really love this game. So. And next up, we have CRONOS The New Dawn, guys. So we're running at 43p, high settings, FSR quality, and FSR 4 enabled. We're seeing that the card's really struggling, just about getting 60 FPS, especially the 9070. 9070 XT is getting around 70, 75 FPS, and the 9060 is a little bit below 60 FPS. I mean, a little bit below. It's like 15 to 20 FPS below. Of course, there are stutters in this game, as you guys can see. We literally stuttered there. All cards went to like 2, 3 FPS. And again, I do recommend frame generation in this title. I have fully finished it as well. It was a great title, but you know, it's a UE5 title. It is stuttering a lot. Frame generation is going to help a lot as well. I would probably recommend turning off ray tracing. You're probably going to get around 20 to 25 FPS, something around there when I tested it. So it's actually going to be a really big bump. I would recommend that. But yeah, it's honestly a good game. It's just sadly running really poorly, but it does look really good at least. And next up we have God of War Ragnarok, running at 43p, ultra settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled. We're seeing fantastic performance on all these GPUs, nearly 200 FPS on the 9070 XT, around 160 FPS on the 9070, and around 105 FPS on the 9060 XT. Fantastic performance on all these GPUs. I love testing this game because it's really well optimized, runs really well. The 1% lows are fantastic, and the visuals are really good, guys. Honestly, if you have an OLED screen, you're going to know what I'm talking about. This game has just fantastic visuals. Really, really good. Honestly, fantastic game. I still remember when I bought this 4K monitor that I have now, this OLED, and I was playing this game literally straight away on this monitor, and I was blown away. I think it was the best game to turn on when you get a new monitor, guys. It looks really good. Honestly, I do highly recommend getting this game because it just runs really well. And next up we have Silent Hill 2, run at 43p with the high preset, FSR on quality, RT on, and FSR 4 enabled. And we're seeing that the 9070 XT is getting around 85 FPS, the 9070 is getting nearly 70 FPS, and the 9060 XT is getting nearly 50 FPS. And of course, this game is just really hard to run, guys. UE5 title. I played on the 4090. I finished it like, I think it was over a year ago now. Really enjoyed the game. It's a really good game. There will be quite a bit of stuttering in this title, guys. I do have to say, of course, it's UE5, so we'll stutter. Would recommend turning on some frame gen if you can as well. And I do recommend getting over 60 FPS, trying to get over 60 FPS in this title, just because there is a lot of shooting in this title. I do remember, so you do want to get like probably 70, 80 would be the best. Like that would be the ideal FPS to get in this game, just because of the shooting. But yeah. And next up we have Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl running at 43p with epic settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled. We're actually seeing really good performance considering how hard this title is to run, guys. We're getting 90 FPS on the 9070 XT, around 80 on the 9070, and we're getting 60 FPS on the 9060 XT, which is really good. The one thing I do like about this game is it doesn't really use that much VRAM and it looks absolutely stunning as well. So that's a really big plus. We're literally using like 8 gigabytes of VRAM around there anyway, so that's not really that bad. There is going to be a lot of stutter in this title though. I have fully finished it. I played it with so many cards now as well, and of course they all stutter. So 5090, 4070 Super, 5070 Ti, all the AMD cards that you guys see here, yeah, they all stutter basically. It's just the UE5 title will just, you know, stutter a lot. But I do recommend putting on some frame gen, especially if you're getting around 80 FPS, and when you enable it you won't feel that much delay as well. So that's, you know, that's a really good thing to do. And of course FSR 4 looks fantastic in this game as well. Yeah, the performance is not too bad, guys, considering we are playing with epic settings. You can always lower the settings a little bit, which I do actually encourage you guys to lower them to like high or something like that, and the game still looks really good and it will run significantly better as well. And next up we have Borderlands 4, the most optimized game this year, 4040p, very high settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled, getting around 80 FPS on the 9070 XT, 66 on the 9070, and around 40 FPS to 45 FPS on the 9060 XT. Very demanding game, guys, literally probably the worst optimized game this year. It's so hard to run, and the visuals are not, like, that's the thing, the visuals are not that amazing to, you know, be running this bad. I say it every single video, but, you know, in case someone's new here, I just have to emphasize it. And you guys probably know already, like, what I think about this game. But generally, the visual quality that we're getting is really, it just shouldn't be running this bad. Like, CRONOS the New Dawn, Silent Hill F, guys. I've been playing Silent Hill F on the 5070 Ti, getting like 80 FPS, 70 FPS with that card with max settings in 4K. So how are we running the 9070 XT and we're getting 70 FPS and 43p in this game when it doesn't look anything as good as Silent Hill F does? Like, what is going on here, guys? Literally, I have no idea what they've done with this game. And next up we have Silent Hill F run at 43p, epic settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled. Very good performance from the 9070 XT and the 9070. Well over 80 FPS on both cards. 9060 XT is slightly struggling, but guys, the performance, like, it's not really that bad considering how hard this game is to run and the visuals that we're getting in this game as well. Like, I think this is one of the best looking games this year. Literally, the visuals are really good on this game. Like, I'm nearly done with this game. I finally started playing it, guys. I grabbed my balls and I was like, I need to stop playing this game basically. So I'm playing this game finally. I literally left it for like a month because I got scared of that game, so I'm finally back onto it now. I'm finished it with the 5070 Ti, guys. I'm getting like 70 80 FPS in 4K, something like that. It just does really depend on the area in this game, guys, like the FPS. This area seems to be a bit more demanding than the areas I've been in before when I was, you know, looking at the FPS with the 5070 Ti. But other than that, literally this game is fantastic. I do recommend you guys picking this up. Really good game, and the visuals are stunning, especially if you have an OLED monitor. You're going to be really, really shocked, like, later in the game how everything looks like as well. It's really, really good. Next up we have Blackbeard WUKONG run at 43p, high settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled. Fantastic performance on the 9070 XT and the 9070, and even the 9060 XT getting like 80 FPS as well. So great performance from all these GPUs. There is a lot of stutter in this game. I've not fully played it, guys. I literally just bought it like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or something. If you guys want to see full videos with the 9070 XT and the 9060 XT, look on my channel, guys. In this game, literally, I've done so many settings with these cards, so go and check it out if you guys are interested. I actually got quite decent views as well, so if you guys do want to check out, go and check it out. But yeah, there's a lot of like stutter in this game, especially when you enter like new areas and stuff. But it's practically normal now. I mean, a lot of games, as you guys watched the video, you saw that a lot of games are stuttering now, especially with, you know, UE5 titles are stuttering a lot, especially entering a new area. But the visuals are really good in this game. It does run really well. You know, if you put the stutter in the side, it actually does run really well. So highly recommend. Frame duration in this title, I literally couldn't feel the input lag in this game, guys. I don't know how they done it, but I literally played, you know, I did 2 of them videos and I could not feel frame duration whatsoever being on. So it's honestly impressive, the implementation of frame gen in this game. Yeah, and it has been a really highly requested game. Been seeing a lot on the comments, guys. So I finally bought it, you know, and I'm going to keep adding it into the benchmarks now as well. And next up we have Spider-Man 2 running at 43p ultra settings, FSR quality RT on and FSR 4 enabled. We're seeing around 10 FPS difference between the 9070 XT and the 9070. Sometimes looks like we're getting the same FPS with the 9070 XT and the 9070, but it just depends where the camera's pointed basically, and that's the only issue here. Like it's just so random this FPS because of that. Should be like 10, maybe 13 FPS difference, and we're seeing just under 60 FPS, around 50, 55 FPS on the 9060 XT. I do actually recommend, you know, RT on this game. RT does look really good in this game, especially when you're in the Times Square area and you know you see all the reflections from the glass and all that. Honestly, really nice implementation of RT in this game. I really like how it looks. I would recommend frame generation as well, just to smoothen out the game a little bit, because there is a lot of stuttering in this title, sadly. It's just one of these things where you just, you know, it's just that stuttering is annoying. I finished on the 5090. I was using MFG. I really enjoyed myself, but, you know, as you guys can see, it's practically unplayable without frame gen. It's just so laggy and stuttery. So it's a fantastic game, but it's just stuttering a lot. And last but not least, we have Ryzen Forbidden West run at 43p, very high settings, FSR quality and FSR 4 enabled. Fantastic performance on all these GPUs, over 120 FPS on the 9070 XT and the 9070, and around 80 to 90 FPS on the 9060 XT. I've noticed that the AMD cards do a better job in this game compared to the NVIDIA cards. They just, I don't know, it just favors the AMD cards a little bit more, I've noticed. It's a great thing if you do have the, you know, AMD card. FSR 4 looks stunning in this game as well, guys, and of course DLSS 4 as well, but we're testing the AMD cards here. But yeah, honestly, the game looks fantastic. I've not actually played this game that much, guys. I've only just benchmarked it, really. I haven't got around to playing it, sadly, but it does look really good, guys. The visuals on this game are absolutely insane, especially on the OLED monitor. You are going to see it. It just looks so good. The greenery in this game is fantastic, and the performance seems to be really good as well, and the 1% low seem to be good as well. But like I said, I've not really fully played this game, so I don't know how it's going to be later in the game, but do let me know in the comments below if you guys have played this game, and yeah, just give me some feedback on it basically. Alright guys, so we're at the end of the video. Please smash that like button and drop a comment, guys, because it helps the video a lot. These videos take hours and hours and hours to make, so I would really appreciate if you guys dropped a like and a comment, because it really helps the channel out. Even a sub if you guys want. And my last video is just buried in the algorithm, literally got no views basically, so surprisingly, honestly, because most of these videos that I do, that are comparison videos, they do really well, but for some reason the other video just got buried in the algorithm. So if you guys please could drop a comment, it helps a lot. Drop a like as well. If you drop a comment, it really boosts the video a lot, so that'll be well appreciated if you guys done that. And I do have to say, all these cards do a fantastic job in 44p. Of course, the 9070 XT and the 9070 are 44p cards. I think the 9060 XT, I think it is marketed to be a 44p card. I'm not too sure, but you know, 1080p and 44p, it does amazing in both anyway, so you know, it doesn't matter, to be fair. But yeah, all cards did a fantastic job, and yeah, there's nothing to really say. Let me know in the comments below what I can change and what you guys like about the videos, and see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.